Jiggly Caliente. Now, girl, you've been gone for like 15, 11, 13 seasons and you come back with that? I just want to say, I don't
And you
know.
still didn't learn how to sew, girl.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lean in, bitch. We are back with Drag Race All Stars 6, Episode 2. Now, if you just watched Episode 1, welcome back. We are here to talk about this episode. I don't know how many girls, but there's so many damn looks. So we're gonna talk about every damn look. I didn't put
Yeah.
together all these damn pictures. The quality on some of them is a little crazy, but welcome back, Maya. How you doing?
Good, good. I'm excited to get into episode two.
I know, like episode one was good, but episode one was okay, but I
Yeah.
was kind of like, damn, it's gonna be a kind of what kind of season it's gonna be. But episode two, I was like, okay, now I see how it's gonna be because I felt like it felt like All Stars. Like I feel like one thing I
Yes.
enjoy to see on All Stars is are the queens coming back and them really showing like how they've elevated. And I will say some of these
Hmm.
queens I'm very proud of because they really have
Yes.
stepped it up and elevated their drag from where they were.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um,
Others, it's a little skeptical, but
some
we're gonna get
I
into
still
it.
don't know why they have come back, or some I feel like drag races may not be for them because they still have not gotten it.
Yeah.
But when the episode starts out, before we get started, make sure you go and you like this video, subscribe to
Yeah.
this channel. Of course, we're gonna be here for Drag Race all season long, being messy and
Yay.
stuff. And I mean, this is the last video for the Lean and Drag Race in Pride Month. So I just wanted to acknowledge that too. So they come back in the workroom and they're talking about the voting of last week, and so they reveal all the lipsticks. My ass.
Yeah.
They reveal all the lipsticks, and basically they show who everyone voted for, and everyone had
Hmm.
basically voted for Serena Cha Cha, but there was
Right.
one vote for Trinity, and so they assumed that it
Hmm.
was Serena Cha Cha, which it was. But
Right.
what's her name? Yara, Miss Cookie Bird, opened her mouth and said that I mean, I guess she didn't have to, but I guess she did. They were talking about it, but she revealed she was voting for Trinity. And I was like, "Ooh, child!" And I really thought Trinity was gonna be
Mm-mm.
a little upset. I thought she was serious, but she was like, "No, I'm just playing." Like, what did you think about when she
I
revealed?
think, I think she was serious because I don't get why she voted for Trinity. Personally,
Yeah,
I think it was probably on some our Latina vibes. I'm gonna try to save my sister, and that's
yeah,
why she didn't vote for Serena.
yeah.
So that bothered me because really Serena was the worst,
She was,
hands down,
she was.
and it was unanimous amongst everybody else. So it definitely was given some alliance vibes with
Yeah.
that vote.
I
So
mean, but that's not really a really strong alliance. Like Yara and Serena,
no,
they
no.
were gonna get far. They're gonna get
That's why I
nowhere.
was just like,
So if there
girl,
was an alliance, I'm like, no, that's not gonna work.
no,
Um,
wrong alliance.
right, but I mean, I like that she came forward and said it. I mean, you got people like BB Zahara when she was just like, I'm not telling you who I voted for. You know what I'm saying?
Because she
So
knows if she would have said it,
right. So
it
I
would
what
have,
I can say I appreciate that she is
you
like
know.
kooky and weird and quirky and all those wild things, but I feel like as she still is a very real person, and a
Hmm.
real queen. So I applaud her for that.
Yeah.
But in this episode, this is the blue ball. There are three looks. So there is blue better work, and then the
Hmm.
blue jean baby look or something like that, and then they have to
Hmm.
do a custom look with blue materials that they had got. So I always
Hmm.
like get very nervous on these challenges because when they have to get the materials, it's always so crazy. And I was curious to see
Yeah.
how they were gonna do, especially with COVID. I know they all got, were either not vaccinated at this time. They were all like COVID testing and stuff like that. But I thought they would be like a little bit more social distance. But no, child. They ran for the
No.
blue materials like they did in all the other seasons, and of
Right.
course, people got short end of the stick. I think what's her name, Raja didn't really have any material. At least we thought. They had all type of stuff. But of course, what did you think about the materials and like the preparation of getting ready with that?
Honestly, every time they do this challenge where they have to make something out of these materials, it stresses me out so much because I'm like,
Yeah,
there is no way I will be able to do this. And it's
no
like
way.
you have to think quick, like because what you get is gonna determine what you're able to make. And
Hmm.
so it always stresses me out every single time. But also, I'm always excited to see what they're able to do with these
Me
things.
too. That's always my favorite thing to see
Hmm.
because I always love the unconventional or whatever challenges where they have to make stuff because I'm like as a person who's very crafty, I'm very crafty. Like I like to put stuff
Right, me
together,
too.
and I've made stuff like not outfits, but I've done things with a little bit of nothing. And
Hmm.
so for them to put together these
Yeah,
whole constructed looks, walk down the runway, you know what I'm saying, and sell it, like I'm always excited to
yeah.
see it. Um, Riara is a seamstress apparently, and Yara was not taking it seriously. Yara was basically like, "Listen, I got this, I got this, I got this," and I was really worried that she was going to put together
Hmm.
something really bad. We're gonna talk about it later, but how did you feel about that moment when she was just like, la la la? Because all the girls were like, nobody was telling her like, "Girl, get it together," but at the same time, she didn't really care. She wasn't taking it seriously.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. I thought she was kind of being a little cocky from her last challenge too,
Mm.
just like kind of high off that win. And she's like, "Oh well, I'm a seamstress. I don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna get scraps and whatnot." And it was
Mm.
weird.
Did you remember the interviews that she did with she talked to Jiggly, she talked to who was she? Was it Raja? Jiggly, Raja, and who was it she talked to? Eureka? I think it was Eureka.
Mm, I think so.
She talked to them, child. And I like that she talked to Jiggly the most, of course, about her coming out and being transgender and being on the show. What's it
Hmm.
called? Pose. And then who else? I don't. I watched this part, but this was not because it was. I was excited to see the damn looks, so I just skipped past. So let's just get into the looks.
Yeah.
Starting out with Raja. All right. So Raja, if you can see, she had her three looks. This was her blue better work. She was a like construction worker person, and her blue jean baby look that you see in the middle. I don't know what was going on, but I liked it. It was very like pimp ish, even with the
Yeah.
walk. And then her custom blue look was to the right, and I forgot the material. But what would you give these looks?
I like the looks. Now I will say it threw me off. The first look challenge with the blue better work threw me off. I don't know why. Like, and not just her, but with everybody. I'm like,
Yeah,
how do you know what these people are supposed to be like? Some people are obviously like more obvious than others of what they were supposed to be.
yeah,
But so the whole first round in general, I wasn't a big fan of, but I did like her outfits. I
yeah.
liked the second one. That was probably my favorite. I love a good pimp look. So that one was really cute. And then I liked what she was able to do because she made her stuff out of those little folding chairs,
Yeah.
those blue folding chairs. So that was
I
cute and it
saw
was
her
very
cutting that. I
structured.
saw her cutting those, but I don't. I guess I couldn't recognize it. The dress that she made was really nice. It was cute.
Right.
The structure, the form, the whole thing. I would say she did a really good job, and I expected that from her because she really can sew. She's very talented.
Hmm.
So I liked it. Would you say each look? Let's look at them again, just individually, boot or two, going in order
Um,
from blue better work to the custom look.
Honestly, I would give all three of them a two. Because
Okay.
I even forgot with her first one, how she had that hat sitting on top of the hair. I
Yeah.
thought that was so funny. It just a nice little camp element
Yeah.
to that look, which we always love in drag. So I would give her a two all three rounds.
I would too. I would too. Sonique. Now, my thing with Sonique is I like Sonique, but
I do,
she's gonna be
but
one of those girls that rests on that body,
she's relying on that
and
body.
and that's great. Like the blue jean baby look or whatever. I got the reference immediately.
I
Christina
I did too.
Aguilera, Britney Spears. Those were my girls back then. Like I grew up on them as a pop boy myself, but
Hmm.
there was nothing. The critique that they gave Akuria about her being like, "Hey," to the club could have been the same critique that they gave to her about her look because they
Yeah.
both were. I mean, I get and honestly, I would have giving her this critique because a curious look at least was constructed. It was different. This was
Hmm.
basically a regular look with,
Yeah.
highlights and transgender colors. I'm sorry, I wasn't
Right.
blown from it. And the last look, the stars, I like what she did with that. The first look, okay, I didn't
Hmm.
really know what she was, but
Yes.
yeah,
That first look, and they kept saying she was a carpenter. I'm like, where are y'all getting carpenter from that? Like that outfit was giving me city trends. I'm like, where do you see carpenter?
I wouldn't boot
I
any
was
of the
so
looks
confused.
because I
I'm
thought they
booting that
all
first
looked
one.
nice, but I would boot them
Mm-mm.
because I don't feel like she did anything that stood out to me. But she's a pretty girl.
No.
I'll say that. That's all I got for her
Yeah.
right now. So yeah,
Yeah, that's how I feel about her too. But the first one for me is a boot. Because
yeah,
I think she was the main one where I'm like, what is she supposed to be?
right.
I was very confused. So,
Okay, well, Eureka had, she was a crossing guard. Then her blue jean baby look was like a darker blue jean, and then she gave us
mhm.
this little pinup, dress at the end.
Yeah.
I thought she did really good. Like I was excited to see that from her because I feel like, especially that last look, that is not
Yes.
typical Eureka like at all compared to what we've seen. She didn't have she gave you a little loaf. You love the little loaf, child. She gave you a loaf in the middle, but I like these looks. I would give them all a two. But what do you think?
Yeah. I will give them all a two. The last one definitely was my favorite. I
It
loved
was. It was
that she
cute.
had that itty bitty dress on. It
Mm-hmm.
fit her so well. It was
Mm-hmm.
so cute. So yeah, she gets a two across the board, but the last one was definitely the best out of the three.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Miss Jantasy. Now, I'm really not the biggest fan of Jan, but I will say Jan slayed.
Yeah,
Jan Slay, like Jan, I don't know how she was not mentioned to be in the top. The first look, okay, I wasn't.
exactly.
It's not a bad look. I didn't love it.
It's
Um,
not because she's
it was
what a
okay.
tire.
She's a tire or something like that. But that second look,
The
that second
second,
look was everything.
oh
Like that
yes,
second look like that was elevated denim look.
everything.
She had all. I don't know how she didn't get recognition for that, and I hope that they don't overlook her like that. But that second look was everything to me, and I like that she did, try to do her own redemption. I feel like with All
Hmm.
Stars, you want to like do your, usually because I think the next challenge is like a redemption challenge, I believe, or something like that.
Hmm.
Where they basically take a bad look and they elevate it. So I didn't get why she wanted to redo one of her looks on her own and the last one, but it looked good. I got it immediately. Like it did look better, or more elevated. So I would
Hmm.
give all of her looks a two, but that middle look gets a two, 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 two. Ooh, it was
That
everything.
middle look was everything.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it so much. And I really, really hope with this season, because that was a thing with Jan on her season, that she was always safe. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I really hope the judges don't do that to her again because
They already
she
doing it,
definitely should have
child.
been.
She should
I
have been in the
know, and
top.
it's she definitely should have been in the top with that middle look alone. It was
Yeah.
so good. It was
And
gorgeous with
just to
all the
go
different
back, just
denim and just
because like this
yeah,
last look, I'm just curious to know like how she made that with the materials. Like that is really that's
right.
constructed really well. So I look at not just it is something that she remade, but like how do you make this out of nothing? So I don't know.
Exactly.
I guess you can call me I'm feeling the Jantasy for now.
Yeah.
Usually she does overdo it, but I'm feeling the Jantasy right now, and I think she was underrated. But let's move to
Yeah.
Jiggle Caliente, honey.
Now, okay. I
Go
like the
ahead.
middle one. It was given very Gwen Stefani, like very hollaback girl. I lived for like the little. Now the outfit, just like okay, who said it? Like Michelle from the neck up, gorgeous. I loved it. I love the hair. I
Which
love the
outfit?
makeup.
The middle one.
The middle one.
Okay.
The middle one. So from neck up, I loved the hair with the little sparkly barrettes, the big hoops. Like I understood with from the neck up and that skateboard, I understood what she was going for. The outfit itself, no. It could have like I really feel like the jeans should have like maybe been baggier, like ripped, like it should have been something because it didn't match the whole theme of what she was going for.
Well,
Now,
so
mm,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say with the first one, no, just no. And then that last one, I was so annoyed with her because I'm like, you went home on this same challenge. You should have learned something all those years ago. And this, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, girl, you're hard headed. Do you not learn? I was like,
I
what is
just
that?
feel like okay. So the first look, like I'm gonna leave it up here because I gotta keep looking at it because I'm so
Yeah.
it's a mess. The first look, like I I would have been okay with that look, just because she had a trash can, she had a trash can on her head. It wasn't. It was a lot
Yeah.
going on, in my opinion.
But
She could have
you
probably
understood it.
she could have probably done without the little thing, the little vest thing, maybe, and made
Hmm.
it more. I mean, and said I don't know, maybe she could have been a custodian, something. So I don't know, but I was okay with that look. The middle look, no. Like they said, I could have
Really?
bought that outfit from anywhere. She had on a white shirt,
Yeah.
like she looked like everything I see in LA right now. Just
Like
going,
she looked, she was going to
going out.
office, like she was ready to clock in.
No, she was going. She was going to the Sunday fun day brunch at up the street or
Yeah.
something. It was very pedestrian. Like I can't compliment her neck up because what does that have to do with denim? So I'm looking at the denim. The
That's
first thing I'm
true.
looking at is the blue baby denim, and all I see is these pants with a white shirt in this look. I couldn't get with it. And the last look, I am sorry. That is a slap in the face to All Stars for you to come back and you like
Yes.
what made you could have
All
just
these years later,
well, not
and
even just
still.
that. Like you could have. Let me get this off my face. You can see. I can see my face check. Cause I was just my face. You could have just took the stuff off the dress or just made some fringe. Like I don't understand how it looks like that. How it looks like what's her name from season 13 that just went off.
Oh
That
my God, La La Ree.
Lala Ree. How what's that look that all these looks like that. I don't understand how you can walk out on the runway
How that
like that.
happens.
Like even I know you have to have something, but I would rather walk out there with the most basic looking thing than trying to add shit onto something. It just looked a mess. It just looked terrible. And so she
Yeah.
rightfully deserved a boot for that. Like I couldn't believe, and then the hair, little red. I don't know what
It
she was
was
thinking. I don't know what she was thinking.
awful.
Like the
I
wigs
couldn't
were
believe it.
provided from the damn show. Why she could get a better wig at least? It was bad. It's bad.
Yeah, it was awful. There's
So
literally
moving
no
on.
words.
Right, moving on. Silky, I was so proud of Silky. First of all, I like her first two looks the most. I like the milk girl, milk woman. I liked her
Hmm.
blue jean.
Yeah.
Look, I know it was only like a blue jean bodysuit, but when she came out, it was like it made a statement. Like it was everything to me. I liked it. And her blue look, I thought was
Hmm.
okay. I liked that she did make the pants out of that, but it was a lot
Hmm.
going on. So I would kind of boot that look. But the first two looks, I love. Your thoughts?
Yeah, the first one really is my favorite because it was
Mm-hmm.
different. Like you wouldn't expect somebody to come out as a milkmaid. Like
Yeah,
it was so good. It fit her so well. It
very
was
much so.
gorgeous. I love the first one. Yeah, the other two for me were just okay, but that first one was definitely my favorite.
I just like to we didn't really see a lot of good looks from Silky on her season. Like they were okay, but I like
Right.
that she's obviously stepped it up and given us a little
Yes,
more. She ain't
definitely.
coming out as a little roach no more. Remember she came as a little roach.
Right. Exactly.
So I like that and she's a talented person. She can sew and do makeup, so all of
Yeah.
that's good. Like I like that. But I would definitely toot the first two looks. I probably would boot the last look just because they had a lot going on. But it was safe, and let's keep her safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, okay, so Scarlett, I was definitely proud of her. We didn't get a
Oh
chance to
yeah.
see a lot of Scarlett because she left a little early in the season. Um, but her first look, what was she like a razor blade? What was she?
She was
What
like
was she?
a tree saw or something,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think.
I like the
Yeah.
concept on it, but it really wasn't a working thing. I don't know. I don't know how the judges felt about that. I thought it was a nice look, very good look, but she
Hmm.
wasn't anything that is working other than I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. But
then
the
like
second two,
this,
gorgeous.
you wait. This you mean the second and third one?
Yeah, second, third one.
That third outfit, I don't know how the hell she made that, but that's a
Exactly.
whole gown. I mean, she should have gotten
Yeah,
recognition just because of that gown. That's a whole gown that she made out of whatever she had. That is really talented.
exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Gorgeous. She did that. She
She did
did what
it.
needed to be done.
She did.
Yeah,
She did. But I think her first two
it
looks
was so cute.
kind of held her from the top just because they were only okay.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely like the second one better than the first,
Yeah,
but that third one definitely should have got her some more recognition.
definitely,
And I think the
definitely.
second one was good enough to have boosted her to the top. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't the best, but it was definitely conceptual and cute enough that I think it could have boosted that third one to the top.
yeah. I agree.
Not a win, but definitely in the top.
Not a win. Oh, definitely not a win. But definitely, I'm glad to see more of her because we didn't get to see a lot of her. So I'm glad to see that
Yeah, we
she's
didn't
come
see a
back and
lot.
now we seeing like, okay, well, we could have probably got, I don't know. But I like Scarlett, so I'm kind of a little biased a
I
little bit.
do. Scarlett's about to be one of my
Um,
favorites this season.
Akira. Now these are a little blurry. My bad, child. The first one, the welder. I
Yeah.
like that Akira is definitely taking a campy route to her personality and her drag this season. It seems like she's
Mm-hmm.
having more fun, and you can kind of get that in the
Yeah.
second look too because she's really playing into like if you follow Akira online, you see that she's like
Mm-hmm.
hip hop superstar princess
Mm-hmm.
banginess. Like that's just because she's from Houston, Texas, and that plays into her drag. I feel like in the first season she was kind of being very polished, but in this season
Pageant.
she's kind of giving us more of who her drag is, and I think that may have
Yeah.
hindered her a little bit because I like the Blue Jane look. I didn't see any
I
issue
did
with it,
too.
but they said it
Yeah.
like she was like going to the club, and I was like, "What's wrong with going to the club?" I mean, you were.
Right. What's wrong with
Um,
that?
but the last look I like too. I like she actually used those cups. That was creative and kind of. I'm trying to figure out how this shit stay on.
Exactly. That's why I love this challenge because it's like people are literally making something out of nothing. And it a lot of the time it comes out so good. It's like, how did you do that? So it looks really, really good. I wasn't a big fan of the first one. Like it was okay to
Well,
me
I didn't
because
know what
I
she
was
was.
also like,
Where's a
yeah,
Wildo? What is that? So I was
yeah,
like,
that's
what is that?
like, yeah. So she was another one where I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this supposed to be? But like once they kind of explained it, I'm just like, okay. But I don't know. But the second one did annoy me where they're like, oh, it looked like you going to the club. I'm like, so what? What's wrong with that? But
Yeah. Oh, so a welder is
whatever.
like a. Oh, is that what she is? Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't. Sorry, Kira. I don't know what that is. But Pandora
Yeah.
box. That was cool. Pandora
Yeah.
box is Pandora box. I liked her
Yeah.
little Dolly Parton looking look in the middle.
Oh,
Um,
yes. I love Dolly Parton. That's what I was like,
she was
oh,
a
yes,
lunch
cute.
lady in the first one. That was cute. I didn't
It
think that
was
was
cute.
bad. And then the last look was
Now, I love the last one.
you did like the last look.
The last one, it was so pretty to me, and the hair was given very what's her name? Bernadette Peters. Like something about that
Mm,
curly updo. I
okay.
loved it. And it made me think of like the Brandy Cinderella.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how the evil stepmother Bernadette Peters when she had her hair up in that thing, like
Mm-hmm.
that's immediately what my mind went to with her look. So I really liked the third one. And the other two, yeah, they were cute, but you know, like you said, Pandora Box is Pandora Box. There's nothing wrong with her.
Right. She does. She stays in her lane. She produces.
Yeah,
I wouldn't boot any of these looks.
yeah.
They were not bad.
No,
So yeah.
no,
Let's see. Yara Sophia back with these jiggly titties, boot.
annoying me.
In my opinion,
Boo.
the middle look I didn't really see denim either, so but I thought they would let it slide. But her last look, I didn't hate it. I thought she could have probably got rid of the little thing on her shoulders,
Hmm.
but I thought it was. I liked the hair the most actually, but
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't see an issue with it. What did you think?
I think the first two were definitely boots, in my opinion. The
Okay.
last one was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think the hair saved her because the hair was phenomenal on the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just two out of three were not it for me.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I thought that the last look was probably the best. The other two looks were No,
Yeah.
no, no,
And then even
yeah.
compared to everybody else, it wasn't the best. So I think that's really what set her back.
Yeah. Ginger Minge. I liked her looks actually. I thought they were cute for Ginger. I really liked her blue look, her last look. It was cute. She looked like a little
Yeah.
K-pop girl or something. I liked it the most.
Hmm.
And I liked her first look too. But the middle look was okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the third, the second one was just a little plain to me.
Yeah,
Like, it's just a denim jumpsuit with denim boots. Like,
yeah.
that's it. There was no bedazzle, there was no texture, it was just plain.
See, and that's the
So
one thing you
it was
mentioned.
just
That I feel like
okay.
with this, they should have had like some denim and diamonds. I thought they should. I thought that was a challenge with
Yeah.
like nobody sparkled up they denim. They had this old dry ass denim on. I
But
don't
see,
know.
you could have plain denim and make it elevated, like Jan. She had on all these different colors of denim. That
Yeah.
was something easily she could have did to that jumpsuit, like a nice patchwork jumpsuit.
Well, I'm sure Jan didn't do that herself, but yeah, because that was.
Well, well,
But you know, but at least you can get somebody to do it for you, so that makes sense. And then last but not
yeah,
least,
right.
Miss Trinity K. Bonet. Um, I only like the last look. The first one was. I'm surprised they didn't even read her for that because it was.
Because
I'm just like I get
that
being
first
campy,
one,
but it just looked like
it
not
wasn't
like.
even camp. It gave
Did she have on
regular. Like
shoes?
I feel like
Shoes?
she had on Tim's.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how
was
they
like,
let that slide. I don't. I didn't think that was. That I mean,
like she
no.
looked like a literal crossing guard, and
I
that
think
wasn't
that last look
the
might have saved
challenge.
her, and that middle look might have saved her. But I'm worried for Trinity K. Bonet because if she's doing stuff like this in a challenge like this, I'm like, girl. So I would boot
Yeah,
the
that
first look.
first
I would
one.
boot
Mm-mm.
the first look. The second look is safe to me, and the third look is a two because I love the Cinderella. I like how she played in that. I don't know how the hell she made all that
Yes.
shit in that, but she did a good job. So
Right. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Definitely the first one was just a boot. Like it looked like
mm,
she picked that up at Walmart. Like it literally like looked like she about to go be a crossing guard right now. Like no.
yeah,
The
it looks
second one was
terrible.
okay. Yeah, the second one was just okay, but that third one definitely saved her.
So that was all of the looks. There was so many looks, child. I was like, that's why I always dread talking about these episodes because it's like, whoa, we got to talk about every damn episode, but we got all through them within a short amount of time, kinda. So of course, the winner of the challenge is Raja. Do you think she should have won? Or do you think someone else should have
I agree with it because I think out of the entire challenge, her three looks were the best cohesively.
won?
Like
Could
with
yeah,
everybody else, there was either like one wasn't good, two wasn't good, things like that. Whereas
yeah,
hers, each one looked great.
yeah.
So I agree with her win.
I like that she can. She really. First of all, she has a walk for days. She can really sell all her
Oh yeah.
looks. I love just seeing Raja walk, and I love seeing Raja in this light to where she's like so positive.
Hmm.
It really helps her drag more because she's always been talented, but it really shows how talented she is when she's not being a bitch like she was in her season. So
Yeah.
I'm glad she won. I do think there were others that should have been highlighted, but she won, and the bottom two were Yara and Jiggly Caliente, which should have happened anyway. I don't even know why they had a bottom two.
Yes.
They should have had a bottom one. They should just RuPaul should just sent Jiggly right on home and be like, "Girl, thank you for your time. Your time is
Look.
up here, but not in life because that was bad." Um, they had to do debate, so of course with this they have to talk to kind of persuade and stuff like that, like why they should stay. And Yara's just like, "I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not finna beg. I got too much pride." What you think about that?
Y'all just been rubbing me the wrong way. I'm like, girl, what? Like she's
Yara
so
is.
kooky
I
and
don't remember
just
her being so kooky. She is even more kooky than she was. Like she's always been a little crazy, a little weird. But now
yeah.
I'm just like, is there any? Most people there's like downtime. Like, is there an off button? I don't. It's always just.
It's just all over the place. And for her to say that to me, it was like, you don't care about the competition. Because, of course, nobody wants to beg. Nobody wants to put their pride aside. But it's like, if you actually care about being on the show, care about,
Yeah,
the competition, you would at least say something.
yeah,
No one told you to beg. But
Yeah,
she's like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm not, no,
that's true.
no. It just no. Mm-mm.
So of course, Jiggly takes the other route, and she kind of like, please, why she should stay. And I'm like, Jiggly, you saying all this because you know you was the worst, and you know they want to get rid of you. But girl, realistically, like, you should have learned how to sell
Right.
or
Or at least
how to
make something
construct
that doesn't look
something,
like trash.
like get a pattern, and like it don't make no sense. So she said she had been practicing, but clearly not.
It don't look like it.
So they vote, of course, and then there is Raja, and there's the lip sync assassin for this episode is Miss Brooklyn Heights. Do you agree that Brooklyn Heights is a lip sync assassin?
I do. I think
Okay.
she's showed that she's a pretty good lip syncer on her season. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about assassin per se, but I wasn't mad that she came on. You know, she always gives a good lip sync, which she does have to. So
And they did. They did a good job. They performed to Janet Miss what Miss You Much. What song was it?
yeah, I think that was
Okay. Yeah, miss you something, child. But I know the song, but I can't think
it.
of the damn title of the song. But yeah, it was a good lip sync. Like they were performing. I will say I got tired of seeing splits and drops. You know, I do get tired of seeing that.
Yeah,
But I didn't expect anything less because I know Raja is really good too. If she wasn't on this season, I would have brought her back as a lip sync assassin because she was really
yeah,
good in her season as well. Um, and she wins, which means that she gets to choose who goes home, and she chooses Jiggly Caliente. I ain't gonna lie to you, I thought that she was going to choose Yada, and I was gonna be
I did
mad,
too, kind of.
but I'm glad they got rid of Jiggly because we don't need no dead weight. I mean, I know the
It is what
strategy
it
is to
is.
get rid of some of the stronger girls first, but sometimes dead weight just deads the show. And I feel like if Jiggly had to stay any longer, I would have just been bored of her. I was already bored of her, and I didn't feel like she had much else
Hmm.
to give. She, you know, what I'm saying, based off these looks, she made one look. It was bad. She brought two looks. That's what she brought. We wouldn't have got nothing else from her personally.
Mm-mm,
I think
no.
Gara has way more to. I hope than them damn titties.
Right. I
I
hope she
hope.
got the hint from the judges, like to retire them. Like you've done it
Put them titties
3 times
up.
now in only 2 episodes. Like,
Put them
come
up.
on now.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much all for this episode. Of course, at the end, Jiggly is told she can play another. She want to play a game, and so we're gonna find out what this twist is. I don't know. Maybe it's probably gonna be a while. So as girls go home, it
It's gonna be
seems
a
like
while.
all of them will get this message. They play this game, and then we're gonna find out what the game is later.
Hmm.
And that pretty much concludes the episode. Did you think it was better than the first? Think it's not as good? Like, what are your overall thoughts on the episode?
Definitely better than the first
Okay.
because with the first,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to be showing talent, but people weren't. Whereas this, you actually do show some talent. Like you get that creative element
Mm-hmm.
that you look for in this show. And
Mm-hmm.
to see people literally just make something out of literal trash, like
Mm-hmm.
random stuff, that takes a lot of talent. So that's always nice to see on the
Design
show. So I
challenges
definitely
are
think
always my favorite.
yeah, yeah, it gave us a little bit more that what we expect out of the show.
Okay.
The first episode was very lackluster for me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, so it was good.
Well, with that being said, I think we've covered everything in this episode. Of course, we're gonna be back for episode 3. I hope that they release them in one, just because I don't want them.
Yeah,
I don't mind it for the first week. Okay, 2 episodes, but from this point on, Paramount Plus, I need you to release them in ones because it's too much to be covering. I'm just saying, let's stretch it out a little bit, child. Yeah, no, but
right,
honestly, because I'm on this Paramount Plus trial, maybe they can release more so I can watch all the episodes while I'm on this trial, so I ain't got to pay
right,
for it. So if you don't go ahead and release
right,
them on it like that, so I can get it all out the system soon. But no,
right.
we're gonna lead out, of course. Back in episode 3, you can find myself and Maya on Instagram, Super Tez, or at Maya Taught You, or at the Lean Blog. Again, if you like
Yeah,
this video, which I know you do, hit that thumbs up. If you
hmm,
don't like this video, then still like it because that's what we need. Okay, so subscribe,
exactly.
comment. We will catch you guys next week or this week for episode 3, and y'all have a good rest of y'all Tuesday night. Happy Pride. Good night.
Bye.